Hi guys, welcome back. Got a couple of things to show you. We are going to go to the man cave very shortly. I just wanted to get this out for Raymond Legg. Hey Raymond, how you doing, mate? As you can see, I've got a Rover one. I got it actually from America. The customs charges and the postage was more than the actual item. It was cheap as chips. But it had a seized motor in the centre car, but I pretty much just brought it for the two end cars, just to have it as a add-on set to the Tricks one I bought about a year ago. So there you go, Raymond. Just thought I'd show you the box. The stuff's inside. Not going to open it up. Kind of pointless. But as I said, we will go to the man cave very soon. I just got a couple of tips for you guys. I'm going to take this intercity night up. I'm thinking about what sort of loco to run with this, actually. It doesn't have to be prototypical. I hate prototypical. Just want something maybe sort of within the theme. There is an Swiss Bundesbahn loco day and night livery. Might look nice with this. If you guys have got any suggestions, feel free to pop them in the comments, but we'll take it to the shed and we'll have a look at it. I've got a class 426 I brought with apparently it's got a seized motor in it, so got it dirt cheap. It's like the class 425, basically just a 2-car set from Brava. So we'll see if it can be fixed, if I either can see something obvious there myself once it arrives. So hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. So we'll take that up to the shed with this, and I'll show you the problem that is residing with that class 426, and we'll get this out of the box and we'll give them a bit of a run. But I've been kind of just plugging away at some fitting or stuff that I brought. This was that £52 loco, that class 150. I had a couple of buffers missing, so I replaced that. And what I got, and this is my sort of tip for you guys, if you don't have one or if you've never thought of one, because I've got a Dremel type thing. It's quite heavy, it's quite bulky, it's quite big. Obviously, having no fingers, it's really hard to hold. But I got one of these pencil drills. It's got 3 speeds on it. You can't, excuse me, but you can't put up roof trusses with it or anything like that. But it's, for drilling sort of through plastics and, basically in our hobby, I think it's ideal. It comes with, there's a lot more than that with these brass inner sleeves for holding drill bits and that. I did buy a pack of drill bits, small drill bits. I think it was like £2.20 or £2.26 or something. I will put a link in the description for this. I think it was about £14.99, I think. But very handy. Came with some other accessories, a spanner and some sort of polishing tools and whatnots. But yeah, ideal for our hobby. And like I said, I've drilled out some holes and replaced the buffers on this. I swiped the chip out, so I need to put a new chip in. This is my last loco that needs a chip. All the rest have got a decoder in them. I've blown quite a few over the last couple of months, so I've slowly been replacing them, and this is the last one. But yeah, I've been going through all me. You can see all the boxes there, all here, all underneath, all sort of everything's all packed up. And I've been doing those shorts from my really earlier videos, just for reference for when I move, and yeah, and a bit of a sort of trial basis. And there's a lot of obviously new people to the channel since I did my first Eastport layout, so I'm really looking forward to moving and getting on and getting everything up and running layout and all scenic up and all the trains on, and really looking forward to that. So I'm just rambling at the moment. So yeah, that's my first tip of the day. So basically what we'll do now is I'll take this night and day up I should just grab a loco that's to hand. And as I said, I don't do prototypical anyway. Just want something that goes nice with it. And we shall have a look at this night, intercity night, and we'll have a look at this class 426, and hopefully we might be able to resolve the issue myself. And if not, I'm going to send it off to Rob at Boomerang, who I'm sure will be able to put a new motor in if it's, you know, depending on the level of damage that's actually inside it. So we'll see when it comes tomorrow. So stay tuned. Let's go to the shed. Cheers, guys. Hey, guys. You'll have to excuse my pinky. I'm kind of having problems holding the camera and stuff. So you'll have to make do with it. I'll try my best to try and keep it out of shot. So we're up at the shed. We're going to get this out. But I have a question. And it's for all of you guys. And if you can take the time out to put in a comment, because I'm generally interested to know your thoughts on how you go about buying stuff. Now, I've had this since, I think, September last year, September, October, something like that. I bought it, and I bought it as a standalone set. And then I literally haven't done anything with it because I've been working on the military base and then hospital and all that, Christmas and everything else. So I haven't had sort of time to get around to it. Later in the video, you're going to see the Class 426. I've already made a decision on that and completed it. And it's turned into a freewheel unit just because, to look at this, saving costs and stuff, because this hobby is getting ever more expensive. And I think the 426 will go well with a 425. It'll come apparent later in the video. I'm going to ask you a question first of all. But before I do, I've been basically plugging away. I know I said it was a class 150. It's a class 185. So those that pull me up saying it's no, it's not a 150. It's a 185. Yeah, I know it's a 185. Slip of the tongue, because the other one's a 150. Because I've been basically plugging through. Now I've got that pencil drawer. It's much easier for me to hold, given my disabilities, and even if I didn't have disabilities, still it's really lightweight and it's great for modelling. So I will put the link down in the description. It's a great item and it's fairly cheap. But I have been plugging away at doing, repairing broken buffers and stuff. I've got a couple more to do. Got the pantograph on that one to fix, which has been like it for about a year. I really need to get round, and because I actually wanted to catalogue everything down, and because I've got stuff all over the place, and I don't know what I've got now these days. It's just literally because everything's boxed up, ready for the move. And I was trying to think, and I sort of made a start, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna focus on doing the cosmetics, and when I get to the other side, to the new house, I'm going to start, proper cataloguing and putting stuff in proper places and everything, because it's really hard to do, because just literally, if you see over there, just boxes everywhere, and yeah, it's quite a hard thing to do at the moment. So my question is, and it is related to this, because I'd like to know, when you buy something, do you buy like a rake of coaches or a rake of wagons and then buy a loco to go with those wagons or coaches, whichever it may be? Or do you buy a loco and then go and find something suitable to go with a loco? So do you buy coaches or wagons first and then a loco? Or do you buy the loco and then the wagons to go with it? I'm generally interested to know, how you guys basically go around stuff. Or do you buy something just because you saw it, you liked it, and then decide later, what to run with it? I'd just like to know how you guys sort of go about you know, when you put a rake together, is it something that you purposely put together, you know, or is it just like, oh yeah, I've got that, I like that, and I've got that, and I like that, and I'm going to stick them together. So I'm just genuine interested to know, because I bought this, but I didn't buy a loco to go with it, and still a little bit undecided. I might actually put that 185 with it, I don't know. But just for the interested today, I'll probably put this with it. Not that that would go with this, because the passengers wouldn't be able to sleep, because it's intercity night. But yeah, please put in the comments below, you know, just do you just buy something just because you like it and you run it with whatever, or do you purpose, or you know, or do you save up and buy a complete loco and wagons and coaches together, whichever it may be, you know, loco and wagons or loco and coaches. So I just thought I'd ask that question, because yeah, I really want to know. Okay, this is a Rivarossi intercity night. Just going to give you a look where it's in the box. I'm a little bit nervous because once again it's got these bloody, and I don't know if you, for those that have seen Anthony Dodge's video with these type, you know, couplings, that they're a bit of a pain, especially obviously, you know, if you do have any kind of sort of finger issue. So I'll try and get my pinky out of the way. They're a bit of a problem to put together, but what we'll do is we'll get it out of the box and we're just going to give it a quick run, and then I'll show you the 426, which I made a decision on. Talking of EMUs or DMUs, I've actually resolved. When I say resolved, that bloody 624, the one with the problematic everything, I've got it into a three-wheeled unit now, and I've actually found a bogie that clipped actually perfectly underneath, and I put it together. And I'm not going to show you today, because I might show you on the next video, because I've got, hence I was asking questions on, I know I'm being a little bit vague, asking some questions about the IC2s, but basically I've been given a present, kind of, but I'll come on to it in the next video. I'm not going to do it today. So let's get these out of the box. Let's have a look at these. So the first thing that springs to mind straight away is the size. Now look, really, you know, these are all HO scale stuff, but if I look at the, you know, the loco compared to the actual coaches, are very sort of low profiled. Just giving you a look at the whole rake. Looks nice, and there in between they actually clip together really well actually. I was quite shocked. I was thinking I might be in for a little bit of Tourette's like, but didn't actually happen. But yeah, from the loco compared to the wagons, they're really low. There was a Markling set of this, and I couldn't see any difference between the Markling and the Rivarossi. And literally, it's like they came out of the same production line. You know, the whole colouring, detailing, and everything else. I'm sure there was some small, because I was just looking at pictures, but some small details, but you know, overall something a little bit different, and hence why I got it. This loco won't go with that, I'm not sure, but I'm showing you because maybe you guys can suggest something. I don't know, but what we'll do is we'll give it a quick blast. Just bear with me a second. I think that wheel's just caught on that rail. So you watch. As soon as I switch the camera on, it'll bloody stall. But yeah, those passengers are not going to sleep with that loco at the front. It's like a dinky version of an APT. Actually really nicely detailed. Like I say, it was second hand to me, and yeah, it was a good opportunity to get one. I'm not kind of clicking my heels together and going, woo! But on the same note, it's not bad. Like, don't know if you can see that there. Let's go to the other end as it goes past. Just want to show you something on the end car. It's kind of a little neat thing. Just stop it there. Looks a bit like a sort of underground. That's pretty cool. Also, I'm kind of a bit, you know, I don't know, in a bit of the sort of middle with this. I'm not like, wow, this is awesome, blah blah blah. I don't know what's going. No, this is rubbish, blah blah blah. I just, yeah, it's a nice set. And so far so good. We've not had any stalls, so no embarrassments. But it probably will now, because I'm gonna take it into the platform. I've had a little bit of a clean up here, but it's there you go. So that is the Intercity night. I said I need to find a suitable logo to kind of go on the front of this, but I like the end features of these coaches. Are quite nice. Yeah, it's nicely detailed, and I'm sure we'll find something suitable to run. I'll say it's got a very sort of low profile on it, very low. But that is that. So next I'm going to show you a short clip of why I got the 426 to run with the 425. And I'll just stop it there. And yeah, and like I said, I've already made a decision on what I'm doing with the 426 because I've already done it. But the BMO, I've sorted that. That's free running now. So I'll put the V100 with that. So that's all sorted. So I am plugging through stuff. The modelling at the moment sort of kind of come to a halt, just because I'm just getting everything packed up, ready to move. And we're starting the what do you call them? Not refurbishment. Yeah, refurbishment. That's probably a good word. And on the new house. So I'll be hopefully, you know, we're cracking on with that and hopefully be able to move in soon. So stay tuned for the next part, and thank you for watching so far. So I'm just showing you this quickly. This is the 425, which has got 1, 2, 3, 4 cars, and then your 426 with 2 cars. So you've just seen the clip of why I brought this, and basically this 426 will go with a 425 to make it a 6-car unit. Now I've just switched on sort of various lights. It has got, hopefully you can see it. Let me just, can't remember which one it is now. Yeah, so there's the interior lights, and obviously we got just bear with me a second. can see the probably hard to see on camera, but we've got basically interior lights and all the, you know, the headlights and tail lights. But the problem apparently is, and I'm just going to turn it up, I'm not sure how light, this is the first time I've done this, I haven't done it before. Just bear with me a second. So basically that's the noise it's making. It's power on the track, but it's not moving, and it's making a whirring sound. Now the only thing I've actually done to this is I've pulled the gearbox apart, and there was a hell of a lot of like oil in there. So obviously something inside is spinning, it's vibrating quite a lot. Obviously I knew all about this when I brought it, and you know, it was really cheap, really cheap. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this now. It's got a few. Let me just turn this off because it's quite. It's quite loud. So yeah, as I said, it had a lot of oil inside the gearbox. I'm not sure if. I don't think it's the motor. It's like it's trying to drive, but it just doesn't move. So maybe there's some excessive oil, maybe in the motor. I don't know whoever had it last was what it's done, but I noticed in the gearbox was, yeah, it was dripping with oil, absolutely dripping. So I've cleaned some of it up. Obviously that hasn't made a difference. I'm struggling a bit to get the bodies off on this. I'm quite glad that Anthony did his review on his, because obviously, you know, this works on the same principle as his 440. What Anthony Dodge got, but I'm a bit nervous about taking all the screws out and it just sort of falling apart. But I don't think the motor's burnt out. I think there's something else going on in there. So I've got a bit of a choice. I can send it to Rob at Boomerang, and if you watch this, Rob, you might have an idea of what the problem is. But yeah, I'd like to get it going. Like I said, it was cheap, really cheap, but you know, obviously it doesn't move, so you know, the price reflected that. And I'm not sure, because I don't know, I don't want to sort of be hit with a big bill. So I'm not sure. I can turn it into a freewheeled unit. That's actually quite simple. To just have it as a free running unit and then just add it onto the 425 that way. But yeah, so it's a nice looking model. I need to sit and ponder about what I'm going to do with it, and you know, like I say, maybe I'll send it off and see if Rob can repair it, because it'd be cool to have two motors running sort of with a 425 and this 426, and make it just like you saw in that video just a few moments ago, make it into a 6-car unit.